Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the iBUG Monday Night Buzz. What is today? Today is Monday, October 13th, and this is Buzz Call number 705. My name is Brad Snyder. I am your facilitator for this evening's call. The iBUG Buzz is an open forum where we discuss all things iOS. It means we talk about the iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, Apple Watch. I wonder if anybody out there is still using an iPod Touch. Um, anyway, we will talk about all that. We'll talk about hardware, headphones, apps, keyboards, anything and everything is game as long as it's in the iOS world. So that's what we talk about in here. We do not use raised hands. This call, though, is about your questions and you guys answering questions. We want maximum attendee involvement. Before we get going with our call, though, I would like to say a few things about what's going on this coming week in the iBUG world. Of course, tonight we're doing the Monday Night iBUG Buzz, but tomorrow night we have the iBUG Mini Buzz. That's a shortened, well, it's not really a shortened version of this call. I think we talk about, lately we've been talking about a lot of wearables in that call. Um, so, anyhow, my screen reader keeps talking, so we'll take care of that. So anyway, we talk about wearables. We talk about other things like that. We do that at 5 p.m. on Central. All times are Central, and all things take place in this same iBUG Zoom room. So save this link. So we do that tomorrow from 5 until 6. Wednesday is like we do every third Wednesday of the month is the Android Insight call. So join us to talk about all things Android. I believe we also talk about A-Lady and other things of that nature. So that is also at 7 p.m. Central. Thursday, I believe we have the Trekkie Talk. It's the third Thursday of the month. Jody will enlighten us to which episodes and all that we are watching because I can't keep track of it all. Friday is the iBUG Friday Night Audio Describe movie. What will we be watching, listening to this week? Well, the big reveal happens at the halfway point. So stick around for that and we will find out. We'll get those crazy movie clues and find out what this week's movie will be. I believe we are off this weekend. We did the cafe yesterday, so we're going to take this weekend off. And then next Monday, we'll start next week all over again with next Monday's iBUG Buzz. So that is a twirl around. Let's see. Let me make this so I can go see. Turn this back on. Nah, why is this not cooperating? Oh, okay. Now it's acting. I don't know why. All righty. Now at this time, let's go ahead and take a tour around the room. Ask everyone who's here if you would say your name, where are you joining us from. If this is your first time joining us, we would like to, on this call or any iBUG event, we'd like to give you a chance to make note of that. And so let me show you how it's done. My name is Brad, and I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Well, that was a good demonstration, Brad. This is Herbie in Houston, Texas.
Thanks, Herbie.
This is Jody in New Hampshire, and we will be watching Voyager Season 2, Episodes 23 and 24 on Trekkie Talk.
23 and 24. Thank you, Jody, and welcome.
Albany, New York. However, didn't we have the book club already for October?
Yeah, we're just asking you to say your name, Raheel, and tell us where you're joining us from. So book club was last week. So thank you, Raheel.
This is North Carolina.
Welcome, Randy, and I didn't hear who else. Welcome.
Ned. This is John
Ned
from Austin.
John, welcome.
This is Sean from Flushing, New York.
Welcome, Sean.
Joe from Ontario, Canada.
Angelo
Welcome.
in Ottawa.
Hello, Angelo.
Susan from Houston.
Welcome.
Louise, Georgia.
Welcome. Are you new?
No, I'm kind of regular now, maybe a
All
little
right,
quiet.
good. Just checking.
Robert in Houston.
Ohio.
Okay, welcome everybody. Hard to keep track
Pete,
of everyone.
Florida.
Welcome, Pete.
Robert Chandler, Arizona.
Hey, welcome, Robert.
Julie Houston.
Hey, welcome, Julie.
Jake from Michigan.
Welcome, Jake.
Hello.
Valencia from Maryland.
Hey, welcome, Val.
Deb from Kansas.
Welcome, Deb.
Thank you.
Sharon from New York.
Hey, welcome, Sharon.
Shazadi from Canada.
Welcome, Shazadi.
Paul from Columbus.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Brad.
Desi from Tennessee.
Welcome, Desi.
Thanks, Brad.
Gloria from Houston.
Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you.
Dale from Cleveland.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Cynthia from Flower Mound, Texas.
Welcome, Cynthia. You're not too far from me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who hadn't had a chance?
Linda in Conroe, Texas.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sandia in Houston.
And welcome, Sandhya. Anybody else, or is that it? Okay. Well, if you didn't get a chance to say hello, we'll do it again at the beginning of our second hour. Now let's see if we can get it started. We usually like to kick things off with.
This
Go
is
ahead.
Mary Alice from Pennsylvania. Sorry, I couldn't get
Welcome, Mary
unmuted.
Alice.
Couldn't get unmuted.
Okay. That's okay. You're unmuted now. Very good. We usually like to get things off, if possible, with a question from perhaps a new iPhone user or someone new to the call. Like I said before, we do not use the raised hand feature. We ask that you say your name and wait to be called upon by myself, usually. Try not to speak when someone else is speaking. I know it's not always easy to do that, but we all try and do the best we can. Helps us learn everybody's voice and know who's talking. So, who'd like to get us going tonight?
Raheel?
Go ahead, Raheel.
I got a new iPad 7th Air generation, and I bought a case with it at the Apple Store. I did it all at the Apple Store for like $85, and it's a folding case. I was wondering what kind of case would that be, because I'm not sure like what kind of case that would be. It's like a foldable case that you have to take off. Like you have to take off and then put the keyboard on.
Okay, well, it kind of sounds like you answered your own question. It's just a folio case, right? And it doesn't have a keyboard in it, so you said you have to take it off.
Take it off and put the keyboard on, but I can't figure out what kind of keyboard I have. I think it's with the trackpad, I think. But I don't know how to work the trackpad on my iPad.
Did you get it from the Apple Store?
Yes.
That might be the place to ask them about that, because we don't really know what kind of keyboard or case you have, but they do.
I do have the Apple Watch Ultra 3, but it keeps telling me heading 180 degrees or 280 something degrees or heading northeast. How do I turn that off?
I do not know. It sounds like perhaps you have, I would hit the side button, and it sounds like maybe you have the compass feature going.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to turn that off, the compass
Well,
feature.
you know what the crown, I should say, the round button on the side. Press it, and it should take you back to the watch face. Okay.
Okay, because I just don't know if there's a way to get rid of that. Thank you.
Well, like I said, press the crown. That should get you out of whatever app you're in. I believe there's a compass app on there. Okay. Who's got a next question for us?
Sharon?
Go ahead, Sharon.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Brad. So I have a question about powering off the phone. Whenever I'm in like a theater or a lecture or something, I just turn the phone off. I power it off. And someone was telling me that that wasn't a good thing to do, that you should only literally turn the phone off once a week. And I just wondered for some guidance.
Okay, who can provide Sharon some guidance on what she should do with power
This is
off or
Pete.
not power off or other option? Who'd I hear?
This is Pete.
Pete, go ahead.
Yeah, Sharon, I don't think it matters if you turn the phone off. I think routinely it's not necessary to turn the phone off, in the normal course of how you use your phone more than once a week or so. But you can certainly turn it off while you're in the theater if you wish. But there's other ways to do that. You can ask Siri to shut down your phone, and Siri will do that in a logical order and be sure that it's shut off. You can also just mute your speech with a three-finger with a three-finger double tap. That will mute your speech. That means it's still on, but you still run the risk then of maybe your phone ringing, and if you're not in Do Not Disturb or something like that, you're running the risk of your phone ringing. You could just turn on Do Not Disturb, tell Siri to do that. So I don't think there's any drawback in shutting down your phone more than once a week or so. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, this is Brad. I think it's a lot quicker to just ask Siri to turn on Do Not Disturb. That way it won't ring, you won't get any message alerts, and the phone will be quiet while you're in the theater. But any of them is probably okay to do. Good answer,
This is
Pete.
Herbie.
Thank you. Go ahead, Herbie.
Well, it's even quicker. You can just either flip the switch if it's an older phone, or if you have your action button set to mute, you can hold in the action button, and that'll just switch it to silent mode. And that can be even quicker than Do Not Disturb. The advantage of Do Not Disturb means that people call you, they just get sent to voicemail. But just wanted to mention that as an alternative as well.
Yeah, all good options. You don't want to disturb other people when you're in the movie theater. Very good. All right,
So-
Sharon, try one of those. Go ahead.
Sorry, quick more questions. You don't think it'll impact like the battery life or whatever?
No, I don't think it matters one way or another.
Great. Thank you.
It never hurts to turn it on or off. It's not going to hurt the battery.
This is Randy.
Go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, that guidance about, not turning it off and on all the time kind of goes back to the day when computers had physical hard drives. And yeah, you turn them on and off frequently, it kind of wear down the mechanism. But the phones are all solid state, so there's really not much to wear out or anything. So if anything, it'll clear out any kind of memory conflicts that might be causing problems, even if you don't have any. So it's probably, it's not going to do anything bad to the to the phone to turn it off and then back on again.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's move on to another question. Who's got something new for us?
Mary Alice.
Go ahead, Mary Alice.
Okay, I wanted to know if there's any way that I can, like, if someone calls me and my phone will ring, my iPad will ring, my computer, my Mac will ring. I just want my iPhone to ring. So I wanted to know if there was any way that I could like isolate that so that only my iPhone rings.
Okay, who can help Mary Alice? When the phone rings, all she wants is the phone to ring, not every other device she has.
This is Herbie.
Go ahead, Herbie.
On the Mac, it's very easy to do because, but the problem is we can't talk about the Mac on here. But if you come to the next Mac Buzz, we can go into detail on that. So that's at 5 p.m. first and third Tuesday of the month. So not this week, but next week. But the short version is you can, tell it in the preferences not to receive phone calls. And I would imagine in the iPad, you could do something very similar in the FaceTime settings, but I'll defer to an iPad user for exact instructions on that one.
And how can we keep the watch from ringing, Herbie?
Actually, another thought that did just occur to me, the watch might be a different one, but another thing that you could actually do, it just occurred to me, is in your iPhone, under settings and phone, there is an option for forward to other, allow calls to be forwarded to other devices, and it just occurred to me you could turn those devices off, and that might also prevent them from ringing. But the problem is, I don't remember if the watch is in there
No,
as a device or not.
no, it's not.
I didn't think so.
So where do I find that? In settings and under
Under
iPhone?
phone.
Under
Okay.
phone,
All right.
which is in
Thank you.
apps.
Yeah.
Go settings, then go to apps, and
Apps
then go to
and phone.
phone, and
Yep.
it's ring. What's it called? Something to other devices. Ring.
Call for, like, allow calls on other
Yeah,
devices.
forward to other
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Turn
you.
off your iPad. Turn off your Mac if you've got one, and things like that. And the watch, you might need to turn that on Do Not Disturb.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Who's got another question? We're moving along. Good start to the night. Got a new iPhone or iPad user or Apple Watch user? Somebody new to the call. We love questions from newbies.
This is Sean.
Go ahead, Sean.
So, as some of you know, I'm new to blindness, not new to iPhones and technology and such. Um, when I was sighted, I made heavy use of folders and widgets on my iPhone. I'm wondering if now that I'm blind, if it's easier to spread out my icons across multiple screens or to group them in folders. I'm curious what's easier to do as a blind person.
Hey, we have any advice on what's the best way to organize your phone for easy access for
This is
someone who
Joe.
cannot see their screen? Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I have a bit of both. I've got um I have a lot of the important stuff I have in folders, and then some of the stuff on the other page that I don't go to very much. I don't bother with it, but I think I might. Finding separate folders is pretty easy. Once you just double tap on your folder to open it, and then you just flick through your stuff. It's not hard.
Okay. Anybody else got any suggestions?
This is Mary Alice.
Go ahead, Mary Alice, and then I didn't catch who else that is. We'll go to you next. Pat, thank you.
Sean, I'm kind of new to blindness as well. I mean, I've been legally blind all my life, but I could see my phone. And I find that I have both. I have folders and I have, like the important apps are in folders. And then some of my apps that I don't really use a lot are just by themselves. So it's a preference. It's your personal preference. And you got to figure out what works for you.
All right, let's go to Pat.
This is Pat. I would say you can have Siri open an app so you don't have to go looking for the folder. You can just say, "Hey Siri, open Be My Eyes" or something, and it'll open for you. To me, that way, if you have it in folders, you don't have to open the folder to look to see what's in there. That's just a tip.
This is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, Sean, I think the approach to using folders is the same, whether you're a voiceover user or sighted. It's an organizational thing, and if it helps you know and remember where apps are located, the same memory is working whether you're sighted or not. So I think there's no benefit or disadvantage to folders as a voiceover user.
Yep, very good. It's all about what works best for you, Sean.
Thanks, folks.
All righty. Very good. Let's move along to a new topic. Who would like to ask the next question?
Valencia.
Go ahead, Val.
Okay, I'm curious because I've never actually, at least as far as I know, taken screenshots, and it did come up in yesterday's cafe, one use of them, but I'm wondering, anybody else, what do you find useful about taking a screenshot?
Okay, screenshots. What in particular are you asking about screenshots, Val? I
What's
mean,
the purpose of them, or what can you do with them? Yes.
okay.
This is
Can you help?
Shazadi.
Go ahead, Shazadi.
Well, in here, like screenshots, imagine I am in my banking app and I want to um, tell someone, I want to, oh, sorry. Imagine I have a shopping item that I want to buy or something, and I would just want to show a friend of mine what it is. So I can just take a screenshot, and on the screen itself, it will give you different options like sharing the screenshot, copying the screenshot, and saving it for just a quick way of seeing what's on the screen and sharing it or saving it into different options.
Good. Good information. Yeah, lots of things you could do with screenshots. Okay. Anybody else got any suggestions on
This is Sean.
use? Go ahead, Sean.
The other day, I took a screenshot to send it to ChatGPT to help me identify buttons that weren't labeled on an interface.
Okay, very good.
There's a good use for it that comes up. I'm sure it comes up for all of us from time to time.
Yep. Okay. Anybody else got a suggestion? And if not, we'll move on to the next question.
This is Jody.
Jody.
It is a quick one. One thing I use it for is when I pay my Discover card and I get the thank you for your payment confirmation page, I take a screenshot of that and save it until the payment is cleared through my checking account. That's just proof that I've made the payment.
Excellent suggestion. I was waiting on somebody to come up with something similar to
This is
that.
Joe.
Go, Joe.
I think I've been told that sometimes if you're wanting to send feedback to say like to Apple or what some app developer, if something isn't working right, sometimes a screenshot will show them.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something different.
Okay. And when there's lots of uses for screenshots, so. All right.
Well,
So
thank y'all.
You're welcome. All right, let's go along to another question.
That's Robert.
Robert, go ahead.
Is my audio too low, Brad?
You sound fine. Could be a little
Okay.
louder, but you're okay.
I could boost it a little bit. All right. So I just want to comment that screenshots in recent iOS versions have gotten a lot more useful for voiceover users because now voiceover can interpret the what say if it's a screenshot that's an image of text, voiceover can now recognize that image and tell you what that text is. So they've gotten even more useful for a blind user than they used to be.
Very good. Okay. Let's let that be the last word on screenshots and let's move on to a new topic. Anybody?
This is Deb.
Go ahead, Deb.
So this is a question about a shared iCloud account, a family shared iCloud account. Is there a way to take a video that is in that account and share it to, and if so, how? Share it to, say, for instance, PixieBot, the app PixieBot for description. I've never done that, and I don't know how to do that.
Well, I don't know anything about PixieBot. Anybody know about PixieBot? And I don't know if it matters about a shared iCloud account. It seems to me you would go into the share sheet and share it with an app.
This is Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
It's actually called PickyBot.
Okay.
It's just that voiceover says it wrong.
Yeah. And you can just go to any video and share it. It doesn't have anything to do with the shared iCloud account, right?
I wouldn't think so. I don't have that. I don't have the Pro, but I don't think you do.
I'm not a fan of shared iCloud accounts.
This is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, Deb, I'm wondering why you're specifying a video within a shared iCloud account. Are you thinking something's different there?
This is Deb.
Go ahead, Deb. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So it's not in the photos. It's in some kind of a thing called Drive. I guess is because I would know how to share it if it was in photos, but it isn't.
This is
It's a
Pete.
video that you have in which drive? iCloud Drive?
I think it's actually in OneDrive that's saved in
Okay.
iCloud Drive.
Yeah, this is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, Deb, just there's no difference that it's in a shared drive or anything like that. You just find your share sheet and go down to your share to and share with PickyBot if it's in there or whatever other AI app you wish to use. There's nothing different about it.
Okay. This is Deb again. Could I
Go ahead,
just
Deb.
follow up with one more thing?
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
could you maybe instead of doing with that, would the seeing AI maybe be a better option for that? I'm not sure. I have both.
You pick them.
Yeah, I'm not familiar
okay.
with the app you're talking about, so I really have no idea.
Okay.
I know Seeing AI, of course. I use it all the time, but I do not know what that other app is or what it does.
So if we're going to share it with Seeing AI, would you just use the share sheet and just share it with Seeing AI? Okay. Okay.
Just
Thank
share
you.
it with any app as long as it's in, it's something that's in your list of things you can share with. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Thank you.
is Joe.
Okay, Joe.
I've messed around with that app a bit, and I think you could do it with either one.
Okay. Thank you. All right, let's go
This
into
is
something
Jody.
else. Something new. Yeah, Jody, is that
Well, I'm just
something
wondering
new?
if no,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't. Well, I just wondered if you can share videos or have videos interpreted by Seeing AI or anything.
I don't think you can. It does
Being a
pictures,
video.
but not video.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
This is Pete. PickyBot does accept videos, and I think that's
Okay,
his
that's what she
specialty.
was asking about that one. All right, let's move on to something new. Who's got a new question for us? Somebody hadn't had a chance? Get some new blood in here.
This is Linda.
Go ahead, Linda.
I believe that Seeing AI will describe a video. It takes a little bit, but it will describe it.
Okay. Yes, I have actually demoed that now that you mention it. They got to be short. It takes a while, but yeah. I wasn't familiar with PickyBot, whatever it was called. Okay, thank you. Let's go on to something completely new. Who would like to ask our next question? And let's move on to something else.
This is Sandhya.
Yes, Sandhya.
Okay, it's not a big deal, but it's just, I don't understand why this is happening. Every time I get a call, it shows me the address of one of my doctors. So it just has the address there. And the number that's calling has nothing to do with the address. So it just shows up every time the phone rings. That's all. I mean, it's be nice to get rid of it. It's a little distracting.
This is Brad.
Yeah.
When you open your phone app, did you go to contacts and look up that doctor's address and then leave it showing on your phone app when you closed it? I mean, I've never had this. I'm just wondering if maybe
I've never even gone to his. I didn't even know I had the address in there, to be honest. So
interesting.
Okay, that's just a weird thing.
This is Herbie.
Go ahead, Herbie.
Could it be a hidden message from your doctor saying, "Hey, I need my bill"?
Maybe so.
Yeah, maybe.
This is Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
I don't know if this is your situation, Sandhya, but I have a contact that all I have is their first name in the name, either of the name fields. It's like John, and I somehow added the last name down under the company field, down under, the company field 3 or 4 items down, and it says last name is Smith. I went in to add it. So sometimes when my phone rings or if I get an email, it says John, last name is Smith. So I'm wondering if maybe your address for your doctor is somehow maybe in the company field or somehow in a field or an element in your contact that where it might be blurbed together with the name or the phone number for your doctor in voiceover. Just a
Okay,
thought.
this is Sandhya.
Yes, on you.
Yeah, just to be clear, this shows up for every contact, not just his. So that's the weird thing. But it's not a big deal. I'll try to go look at his contact and maybe delete it and see if that helps.
So just one contact shows up no matter who's calling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I wondered if maybe you had gone into your contacts to look up that number and then left it showing when you open the phone app.
But I have closed. This is Sandhya. I've
Yeah, go
closed
ahead.
it. Yeah, I've closed it, and I don't have anything running. So this
You
has been
cleared it
going
out, and
for
did you
a while.
select a numpad or whatever it's called, so that's what's showing when you open the phone app? I don't know.
Okay.
Just a
All right.
thought.
Thank you.
Mysteries of the iPhone. Hope maybe all these strange things will go away when they come out with 26.1. I don't know. Which should be out soon, I would think. Anyway, who's got another question for us?
This is Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
So I heard recently that as built into the Android OS, there's a feature like a robust AI for pictures that you don't have to share to do anything. Just part of, I guess, the image description. It just gives you a very a lot of description about each picture. I haven't enabled AI, Apple Intelligence or ChatGPT or any of that on my phone. And under iOS 26, I guess my question is there an equivalent if I enabled Apple Intelligence, iOS 26? Could I swipe to a picture like maybe somebody sent me in a text? And would it give me not just the standard image description of 2 people on a bench, would it give me like a Be My AI type version of that?
This is Brad. Are you running iOS 26?
Not yet.
Okay. I know at some point, even in iOS 18, they were turning on Apple Intelligence, whether you turned it on or not. So you might go check that.
It's
But
not on.
as
No, it's
far,
not on.
it's not on. Okay.
No.
Anybody?
This is Shazadi.
Go ahead, Shazadi.
Apple Intelligence and writing tools is introduced into like the I think after 15 Pro, you can use it even in the 18.7. It does work similar to the Be My Eyes. You just have to turn on the screen recognition, and it does a very good job. And then you can send it to ChatGPT. Because it's integrated into it, it can tell you what it is. It does a good job. It's built into it, so it is very helpful. I find it very helpful. Like if I have a recipe, I can take a picture or even and then send it to it and ask question, or simply just invoke a question from Siri, ask it to ask ChatGPT, and it can give me simple answer. I find it very helpful. So in the end, it all depends on you, but as an iPhone user, I find it very helpful and extremely useful and easy to use and very easy to learn.
What will it tell us? Will it describe a picture? I think is what she's asking.
Yes, it will describe a picture in more detail. Then you can even ask more detailed description.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
So do you have to send it to ChatGPT, or do you have to you can't just swipe to it and have it by default give you all that information like you can? Like it sounds like you can with the Android operating system, or like right now when you swipe to it, it gives you the default described images if you have that turned on. You still have to do 1 or 2 more steps.
This is Shazadi.
Go ahead, Shazadi.
You can turn on, like if I have it in my rotor, I have screen recognition added. So when I have that turned on, it describes what's on the screen, describes everything to me. And then if you want to send it over, you can send it over for more detail. But it does sufficient job. But like if you want detail, it doesn't give you the detail. If you want the detail, then you do have to send it to the ChatGPT, and it can give you the more detailed description, but it gives you a little bit more than the basic, but not too much.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay, let's try something different. New question.
This is Sandhya.
Sandhya.
Just to follow up on that, are we saying Shazadi? I guess following up what she's saying. I mean,
Okay.
so you can go to your photo roll, camera roll, and then it will give you that information about. Just describe the picture. Because I went back to my, picture and it didn't say anything. I mean,
did you go to?
I went to my
voiceover?
camera roll and just picked a picture.
Did you go to voiceover description, whatever? Forgive me. What's it called?
That's what I'm wondering. How do I? Because I think I don't know what Chris. I think that's what Chris is
Do
asking.
you have it in the rotor?
Okay, I didn't do
This
that.
is Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
Shazadi, I mentioned screen recognition. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the described images. The default right now in app, the iOS, it's not very helpful. It's a little bit helpful, but not a whole lot. It's not robust like the Be My AI description is, for instance, or the ChatGPT. But my understanding is it's all built in to the Android OS. You don't have to do anything extra when you swipe to it, like in, I guess, Photos or wherever a photo is. It gives you that very full, robust description right there without doing anything else. That's what I was trying to get to.
I think one of the differences in Android and iOS is iOS has got a lot more privacy built in, and that could be preventing it from being something that iOS does, whereas Android may do stuff like that because they're not as concerned with your privacy. There's an app, like you may require an app to do it in iOS. Anybody else have any thoughts on this, or we move on?
This is Jake.
Hey, Jake.
There's like Be My Eyes. That'll describe stuff to you. It's gotten really good. It has an AI recognizer in there. And I can take pictures of like cereal boxes and food, and it'll tell me like stuff around me. If I take a picture of the general vicinity, it'll tell me about like my counter, if it's lit, just a whole bunch of stuff. You might want to check that out.
Yeah, the Envision Alley app does stuff like that as well. But I'm not sure about things that are built into iOS. I'm not sure if Apple Intelligence will do that.
You can try it. It has. It will tell you stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah, about lighting.
If you enable ChatGPT, right?
No, just Apple. If you download Apple Intelligence and turn that on, they'll tell you stuff.
Okay.
It's in its beta form, but
yeah, a lot of it's beta.
Yeah.
I'm personally still discovering what all it can do. It's
yeah, it is interesting, but I know that for a fact that Be My Eyes will do it. We'll do stuff. And also another app is InVision. That's another app as well.
Well, Alley is an AI app from InVision that will do a lot of AI stuff. So, and it can look at what's on your phone as well.
Plenty of options.
Yep, lots of options. I'm not so sure about things that are built into iOS, though. Again,
This is
Apple's
Deb.
concerned with privacy. Go ahead, Deb.
See, there's a thing called visual intelligence that's part of that thing that's built into Apple, and you can put that either if you have a phone with an action button, you can assign that as the action, or you can put it in your control center. And if you then point your camera at something, it will either describe it right there or send it on off to like Chat GPT, I think that's how that works. It works pretty good, I think.
Okay.
This is Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
I understood you have to use the camera control button for that. Am I wrong?
This is Shazadi.
Go ahead, Shazadi.
Yeah, you can press the photo button, you hold it, it can take you visual intelligence, and I think you can also I'm not sure if you can put interaction button on, but I know you have to hold the photo button to do it for sure. And it is a very helpful tool when it's activated. It does, you can take a picture or just hold it and it automatically takes a picture. You can ask it and search it. It's a very helpful tool. And if you have a picture that you're looking at, and even if you add screen recognition, like I have it into my rotor, that's also very helpful because if there's a screen that's not readable and you have screen recognition on, then once it's on, you can feel the screen and it will read to elements that were not readable previously. And once you're done with it, then you just turn it off because it will mess up your voiceover. But it's also very useful because that's built into the phone itself. And I find it very useful, like the screen recognition and visual intelligence both.
Okay. Very good. Let's move on to something new. Anybody? Let's try a new
Linda.
question. Linda, go ahead.
Going back to Sandhya's question, when I'm in photos, if I touch a picture, it won't describe it to me. But if I go into the camera app, and I forgot what it's called, but that's where it has all the listing of your pictures. If you touch a picture there, it will describe it to me.
Okay. Very good.
This is Jody.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, whenever I want to look at a recent picture, I open camera and I go to photo and video viewer in the lower left-hand corner, and I tap on that, and then that brings up the most recent images, and it makes it a lot easier to scan back, using a three-finger swipe to the right to go back pictures if you want, and it will give you the descriptions really well. I find it really difficult to try to find photos in the photo app.
Okay. Yeah. I'm told the photo app is a lot less confusing in iOS 26. I have not really spent any time with it the past couple of weeks. They kind of undid what they did in iOS 18. I'll have to look at that.
This is Shazadi.
Okay, Shazadi.
Sorry, Brad. Because you were talking about the photo app, right? I found that
Mm-hmm.
if I label my photos with my son and me in it, and I have like 30, 40 photos, and then if I search and type in my name and my son's name, it's able to pull up like 15 pictures that I've labeled with me and him in it. And it's easier to
Right.
find that way. Like if you take the time to label your pictures, it does help. And then it will just find you and whatever in the pictures. You don't have to do it for every picture. But once you label one picture, it will pick up, and I find that very helpful.
Very good. Lots of cool things that AI can do. Okay, let's see if we give somebody else a chance. New question, new topic.
This is Desi.
Go ahead, Desi.
Okay, so some people have talked about Chat GPT, and I don't have that app on my phone right now, but I know that we're supposed to be able to use it with um, a Siri, and I do have Apple Intelligence turned on. So I'm wondering, oh dear, Siri, shut up. um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, anyway, Iris, I should have said Iris.
Yes, that's
Anyway,
okay.
anyway, I'm wondering now that I do have Apple Intelligence working, how do I employ Chat GPT?
Okay, I know that one, but anybody? If you go and you go into your settings and go to Apple Intelligence and Iris, there, see, I didn't say it,
Very
and,
good.
and open that up and navigate on down that screen. And forgive me, I'm off the top of my head. I'm not looking at it. On the close to the bottom, you will see a button. I can't remember how it's labeled, but you'll know it when you see it. And you can open it up and you can enable ChatGPT to work with Apple Intelligence. And then there's a couple of settings in there, like do you want it to let you know before it refers your inquiry to ChatGPT or just do it without asking? I've gone ahead and turned it off because what you get is you get a certain amount of queries per day to ChatGPT. I do not know what that amount is, but there is an option that if you have a ChatGPT account, you can sign into it. Now, the advantage to that is it allows you to ask a follow-up questions, and it also keeps a log of what you're doing. There's advantages and disadvantages to why you might want ChatGPT to keep a log of your queries. That does
Yeah.
not have the same functionality as using ChatGPT on the website or through the ChatGPT app, though. But if you even if you have just a free account through ChatGPT, say you're not paying them for what they call, I believe it's a plus account that's $20 a month. Even if it's just a free one, you can create one with a user ID and sign into it through Apple Intelligence, and it will enable ChatGPT to keep track of your queries. Even if you don't sign in, you're just using the free version through Apple Intelligence, you can still turn it on. And I have no idea how many queries a day. I think it's a lot. But you can ask, I tend to ask it, and if I trigger Iris, I will then tell it to ask ChatGPT and then state my query, and it goes straight to it. You will hear it make a different tone when it's thinking, processing. From, I don't think you hear any tone while Siri is doing it. Maybe you do. I can't remember. Probably does it, and haven't even noticed. But anyway, it's in there. Just go to Apple Intelligence and Iris and swipe on down the screen, and you will see it. And again, you need a 15 Pro or any iPhone 16 or 17 or the new iPhone Air.
Right. I do have
I know
a
you do.
15
Right.
Pro.
I'm just
Yeah.
reminding others. And it'll even work on the 16E as well.
Ooh. Wow.
Well, it's it's processor and RAM dependent is why it will work.
Right. This is Desi again, and
Okay, go ahead.
I appreciate what you've said about that. I just have felt lately that Iris is getting stupider and stupider
Well,
when without any assistant, and so I thought maybe if I did that, I could actually get some of my questions answered instead of
yeah,
some of the inane things that I am hearing
yeah.
lately.
Turn it on. It can certainly handle a lot of the thing that Siri doesn't do very well with just simple inquiries about things. Okay.
Right. Okay, thanks.
Okay, who's got a new question for us? We still got lots of time, I believe, till the top of the hour when we'll go to the halftime and the movie clues and all that. We got about, my Mickey Mouse here tells me 11 minutes. So lots of time for questions. I think everybody's just waiting on the movie clues. I'm sorry they're not going to get in here any faster. So, well, how many of us have taken the leap to iOS 26? Or are you just holding back and waiting? Go ahead. I heard somebody.
Yeah, this is Intisar.
Yeah, Inti, go ahead.
Hi. I so silly forgot about the cafe yesterday, and I was really looking forward because I did upload it to the iOS 26 point whatever 01. So it's recorded, I'm assuming.
It is recorded, and as soon as it is edited, it should be up, I would think, sometime later on this week.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay, I know. You get another bite at the apple, so to speak. How about that? Okay. Who's next? Who hadn't had a chance to ask a question here before we wrap up this first hour here in the next few minutes?
It's Kathy.
Go ahead, Kathy.
I've kind of been in and out and came on late. Are you all recommending that we update to 26? And is it, well, I mean, in general, is the word on the street?
I have had no issues with it. There's some things that are different about it. But that's just some design changes that Apple made. They moved the search bar from the top of a number of apps to the bottom. There's some that they haven't done that, but I imagine that's just they haven't done it yet. That's just a matter of getting used to it. I don't care for it. I wish they'd left things alone, but that's what they did. And you get used to it after a while. But I haven't had any big, what we call bugs that have been a real problem. It's been a relatively stable um, update. I mean, as long as you've got a newer phone, I mean, I think anything from I believe, is it an iPhone 11 forward, which I know I have it on a SE 2020 that I use like an iPod Pro, and that runs it just fine.
I think I have a 14. It's been so long.
It'll take
Sorry.
it. Who else? Marty, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I always, and I never thought of it that way, but I recommend updates because there are security
Exactly.
enhancements that come. And one of the things I noticed with 26, and I was frustrating, the widgets, if you have widgets in your home screen, well, I must
Mm-hmm.
have triple tapped and gone to the contacts menu and it said small, medium, or large. So I clicked on large and it
It's
made the widgets
gigantic.
took the widgets took like part of the screen, which moved some of the apps somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else. And I'm like, how do I cut this down? And I triple clicked on widgets again and saw that you can go small, medium, or large.
Yep,
And
exactly.
and speaking of widgets, if you don't have any widgets on your home screen, how do you get to them?
Who can tell us about widgets? I'm not a widget user. Who can tell us how to add widgets to our home screen?
I did it a long time ago and
Mm-hmm.
forgot.
Got any widget users out there? Who can tell us about adding widgets to our iPhone's home screen? Nobody's using widgets, Marty, just you.
This is
You
Marty. I
might.
can't believe Herbie's not.
This is
Brian, you don't
Shazadi.
like them? Go ahead.
No, I'm not a widget user. I just
This is
never have.
Shazadi.
Go ahead, Shazadi.
If you go into your widgets on the top of there's that edit button, and if you tap on the edit button, you should see add widgets, and in that you can, if your app has a widget, you should be able to add it to your widget screen.
Okay.
And vice versa. You can delete too if you don't like it. Say, if you have a widget that you don't like it there, you can delete it from there too. So once you go into the edit mode, it will allow you to make any changes you want to your widgets. And I find them extremely helpful because you can see news and everything on a snapshot. So it's very helpful to me, at least.
This is Marty. I was not
Go
going to
ahead,
do
Marty.
it, but now that I've had the battery widgets for many years, it actually it gives you definitely your phone and your watch, and sometimes on the hearing aids, it will actually if the right's different from the left, it will give you the right and the left.
Very
So
good.
yeah.
Can be very helpful. The personal choice.
Yes, I know.
Okay, we got about 5 minutes. Who hadn't had a chance to ask a question? You can get it in before we go to halftime, the big reveal, the Buzz Byte segment, all that kind of stuff. So get your question in now and you won't have to wait.
This is Liz.
Go ahead, Liz.
I have a comment, I guess.
Okay.
My husband's phone, he does automatic updates, and so his went to 26 on his. Let's see, we're on the new one is 17, right? So he had a 16. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't believe it goes automatically. You have to.
Well, mine doesn't load automatically. I don't want it to.
Right. But it won't go from 18 to 26 automatically. You have to trigger that.
Well, he had so much problems with it. Now he's sighted, so he called the regular Apple tech support. And I don't know if it was the person that he talked to was having one of them days or what, but he said basically the update for 26 works best with the iPhone 17. The rest of them, it'll work sorta, and the older the phone, the worse it'll work. And I thought that was kind of interesting from that
I
Apple
have
tech
it.
support.
Yeah, I would take everything tech support tells you with a grain of salt. I'm
Mm-hmm.
running iOS 26 on an iPhone SE 2020, and I don't use it for a whole lot, but it seems to work just fine. When I first updated it, the phone was a little sluggish, but by the next morning, I think it was indexing and doing lots of things it does behind the scenes. By the next day, it was fine. I have it on my regular phone is a 16 Pro, and it has been just fine since the moment I updated it. Like I said, there's some design changes, things
Mhm.
like that, but I've had no issues whatsoever with it.
This is Liz.
Go ahead, Liz.
I'm suspicious. I wonder if he wanted to get to 17.
Who knows? You'd have to ask him. What did he have before?
The
I mean, I'd like
16.
a 17 too, but no, I mean,
He,
my 16 is just fine. So
I've got a 16
This is
and a
Jake. I have a
13.
comment.
hang on,
Okay.
Jake. What did you have? What phone did you have, Liz?
I have two numbers now, thank goodness. I have a 16 and I have a 13.
They both should support it just fine. Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
Jake.
I actually had problems updating mine. I went through a little bit of a problem. When I did mine wouldn't automatically back up. It asked me if I wanted to do an update to update it to the latest one, because in order to get everything put on, you have to update it first, because for some reason it won't, and I've dealt with this before. So I updated it to the latest version, the 17.1, and it would not allow
What do
it.
you mean iOS 17.1?
I'm sorry, 26.1.
20. Okay, it's 26.0.1 is what
That's
that
what I
was.
mean.
That's okay.
0.1.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I downloaded that and I got it all set up. And I went to do the setup to complete the setup process the second time. And I did it and everything's going good. It says, okay, unable to complete setup, unable to back up your phone. So it made me basically redo the phone again, where I had to erase the phone and I had to start again from the beginning, which was fine for me because I was transferring from another phone, from my 16 Pro Max.
Okay.
But I just wanted people to be aware that could be an issue if you were to buy a new phone, where you have to update to 26.0.1. You could run into that problem.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of time. Did you get a new phone? Is what you're saying?
I did, yeah. I got the
A
17 Pro.
17.
Yep,
Yeah, a lot
the
of
Pro Max.
times when those phones were made, and the phone has been in a box from the manufacturer, and then Apple has updated the OS. And let's say you want to set it up from the backup of your other phone, and let's say your other phone had already been updated, like you said, to 26.0.1. Well, you are going to have to update the new phone, which may just be on 26.0 to 26.0.1 before you can update it from a backup that's of a newer version of the OS. That's been the situation for quite a while now.
Yeah, see, but I wish that it would detect that
Yep,
before it asks you to do the backup. It didn't detect it right away, so it wanted me to
I know. Yep, I've been
back it
through
up
that
and then
before.
update it.
It's
Okay.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yep, it's frustrating. Anyway,
Okay.
folks, we are at the top of the hour. Exactly, 20:00. So, anybody who didn't get a chance to say hello the first time when we opened the call, now's your chance. So, any takers?
Marcia from North Carolina.
Welcome.
This is Dot from Southern California.
Hello, Dot.
Hello.
Liz Fort Worth.
Hello, Liz.
Kathy Tulsa.
Kathy, welcome.
Elizabeth from Newfoundland, Canada.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Brian from Ontario.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brad.
Greg in Texas.
Hello, Greg.
This is
Marty
Intisar
Van
from Iowa.
I heard Intisar. I heard Marty. Welcome.
From Ben Salem, PA.
Yeah, welcome. Who else we got? All right. Well, hearing no others, I know what we're all really here for. Time for the big reveal, and let's see. I don't know, iBUG guy or fake iBUG guy. I don't know who we got tonight. Are you out there?
Yes, I am here. This is Ned with the amazing, awesome movie clues. But before we get to the clues, today is Monday, October 13th. Who knows what do we call the fear of the number 13? What do we call the fear for the number 13? Just say it out if you know the word. What is it? Anybody?
This is Desi. I think it's triskaidekaphobia, something like that.
Yeah, you're really close. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What is what? Nikki just came. What is that you're
The
looking
fear
for?
of the number 13. Triskaidekaphobia.
Oh my
Yeah, so
goodness.
triskaidekaphobia. So Desi was really close, unless I did not hear it correctly. But
Desi
very
was
good,
I
Desi.
think
correct.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
But
That's
Yeah,
exactly
okay.
what Desi said.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for the clues this evening, there's some guidelines. Please state your name, wait to be recognized. You have one guess per clue. There are 5 clues, and if you've guessed within the last 3 weeks correctly, you're ineligible. Please minimize your background noise because we are all unmuted at this time. We need the name of the film and not characters or plot or other things. And also the bullpen is in effect, so bullpen members know who they are and they'll be invited to play later in the game if we don't guess it. So, our clue number 1. Our film this week takes place in Alabama. Our film this week takes place in Alabama.
this is Desi.
Yes, Desi.
The Prince of Tides.
The Prince of Tides. Well, it is on the Gulf. Yeah. Let's see.
This is Dot.
Yeah. No. Good guess, Desi. Yes. Don.
Calamity of Soul.
Calamity of Soul. Calamity of Soul.
There's an S at the
No.
end.
Souls.
Yeah. Nikki,
Yes, Nikki.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama. Gosh. No.
Okay.
Anybody else for clue number 1? Okay, moving on to clue number 2. The film features a struggle between 2 voices, one of patience and one of persistence. The film features a struggle between 2 voices, one of patience, one of persistence.
Kathy,
Yes, Kathy.
is it the miracle worker?
The Miracle Worker. Wow. Let's see, The Miracle Worker. Well, that does take place in Alabama. The Miracle Worker. Wow. Ding, 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 ding.
Really?
Congratulations. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kathy.
Yes.
Wow.
1962, rated approved, 1 hour
Wow.
and
Yay,
46 minutes.
Gabby.
Right.
Stars Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke. The film was nominated for 5 Oscars, and Anne Bancroft won for Best Actress, and Patty Duke won for Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, yeah.
So
Neat.
way to go.
Wow.
Wow. What does
Wonderful.
Yes, and a miracle work. And it's black and white, I believe. And so what does Kathy get? Let me check here. I got to check here. Okay. you are going to be really excited to get this. You are going to receive a modern reproduction of a bisque porcelain doll from the late 19th century. Porcelain dolls were very popular from 1860 to 1900 for their realistic facial features and delicate craftsmanship. And this porcelain doll is coming to you in iBUG colors with a
No.
red satin dress with white lace and black leather shoes. So
Oh,
you have your
nice.
own porcelain doll.
Okay.
Congratulations, Kathy.
Can't wait. I'll sit by the mailbox.
Yes, and iBug is paying the shipping and handling, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, bring it on.
But don't
Right.
sit there too long.
Okay. Good job, everyone. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just hope you don't have a cat to knock it
All
down.
right. Very good. That was quick.
That
What did we
was
get
quick.
to? 2 clues? 1 clue?
Mm-hmm.
Two clues. Kathy's good.
Good. Kathy's good. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. All right. Well, I guess we can say goodbye to Ned, aka the fake iBug guy tonight. Thank you, Ned.
Yes, thank
And
you.
let's move on to our next session. Hang on. We are going to go to our Byte segment. We have a little recording to listen to, and we'll see what that's all about. And I have a little demo here on a feature in iOS 26, and I even checked with Sri before I went ahead and did this to make sure that it was not covered in yesterday's cafe. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. iOS 26 brings a new feature to the Messages app on our iPhone, and it is called message filtering. So let's take a look at this message filtering and see what it's all about. I have my iPhone here open to the Messages app, and I am on my list of conversations like we're used to when we open the Messages app. If we go here to the upper right corner, we're going to find a button that says Filter. So let me put my finger in the upper right corner.
Filter button.
Let's do a 1-finger double tap and activate this button and see what we get.
Selected messages button.
We get a pop-up menu with a list of several items in it. The first one, it said messages. Like I said, I'm in my main conversation list. Swiping from left to right, let's move down the list.
Unknown senders button.
Unknown senders.
Spam button. Recently deleted button.
Recently deleted. And we've had recently deleted for a while. It used to be under the edit button. When we delete a message, they go into the deleted message folder where we can recover them. We got 30 days to go in there and change our mind and get them back. That's nothing new, but they've decided to move it to the messages filter menu. So let's go back up this menu. I'm going to swipe from right to left and move up the menu.
Spam button.
We have spam. Now, this filtered area will contain messages that iOS has determined to be spam. Let's take a look at it and see what we've got.
Spam. Edit
I have
button.
one in here that I've been saving.
1B3FFB, Texas. Final notice. Enforcement begins September 19. Our records indicate.
Okay, we've heard of that. That's a message telling me I've got some outstanding ticket or toll or something, and I better do something about it or they're going to come get me and bad things will happen. We all know those are spam. That's very common. Let's open it up and see how we can deal with it. It's already in the spam folder, so let's do a 1-finger double tap on it.
Plus 212 693 71 40 84. Texas.
Okay, that's the contents of the message where it spells out all the terrible things that will happen to me if I don't respond to this phishing request. So let's go down here to the bottom. I'm going to do a 4-finger single tap.
Delete button.
And I find that there is a delete button, and I will delete it immediately. Now, I could have done that just by flicking up or down on it. But I also have, when I flick from right to left,
recover button.
Recover, and that will move it from spam to my main messages list should this not be spam. But it is definitely spam, so I'm just going to leave it here, and eventually it will be deleted automatically unless I decide to delete it manually. So we're going to
spam back button.
Go here to the upper left corner. We heard that spam back button. It's going to get us out of this message.
1B3FFB.
And we are back in the
spam heading.
The spam filter folder. Let's go back to this filter button.
Selected filter button.
Well, here it says selected filter button this time. See, I have one of these filters enabled. Here we go, a one finger double tap.
Messages button. Unknown senders button. Selected spam
That's where
button.
we are. Spam. Let's look at
unknown senders.
These are messages from numbers that are not in my contacts list. So let's see what we've got here.
Edit.
I got 2 items.
1480507. This is a confirmation from Medtronic that your CareLink remote monitor has successfully.
Okay, this is telling me that a medical device I have has been successfully connected. That one's definitely not spam, but I don't have this number in my contacts. So let's do a one finger double tap on it.
+1.
Now I'm on the message. I'm going to stop it. We don't need to hear what it has to say. I'm going to do a swipe from left to right.
If you did not expect this message from an unknown sender, it may be spam.
Okay, let's do a left to right swipe again.
Delete button.
I can delete it.
Mark as known button.
I can mark it as known if I would like. Now, it doesn't put it in my contacts, but it tells iOS that I know who this is, and that's okay. But if I decide to
delete button.
Delete it, I get
delete alert. Report this conversation as spam by sending it to your carrier and Apple from your phone number.
Okay.
Delete button.
Just delete it or
delete and report spam.
Since I don't want to do that right now,
cancel button.
I'm going to just cancel. So that's
delete
how I can
button.
deal with those. Now I'm going to go back up here to the upper left corner.
Message unknown senders back button.
Get out of here.
+1 50748.
Okay, so I'm back in that list. Now I can go back here to this filter list.
Selected filter button.
And see it says selected.
Messages button.
Now, these filters on my iPhone were turned on by default. That's probably how it is on yours. I would assume so. But you can manage these if you decide you don't want unknown senders going into this filter. You can turn that off, or you can turn off the spam filtering. You can do this by going into settings and going to the settings for the Messages app, where if you navigate through that list, you will find on-off toggle to turn these two filters on and off. They're plainly labeled. One of them is unknown senders and one of them is spam. But they have provided a quick way for us to get to it from this list.
Selected spam button. Recently deleted but manage filtering button.
Down here at the bottom, and if I do a one finger double tap on that, what it does is open the Messages settings, which are in the settings app on my iPhone. It's just a quick way to get there. And we're not going to do that now because we've all been there. We know how to get to it. So that is message filtering in iOS. It's a handy little feature, and I hope you found this demonstration useful. All right, let's make it so everyone can unmute. And you guys, if you've got questions about
this is Marty.
BuzzByte, hang on, Marty. If you've got questions about this BuzzByte demo and not questions about anything other than the BuzzByte demo, if you do, we'll wait and take those later. But go ahead, Marty. You got a question about the demo?
Yes. So if you leave those filter categories on, and you're just in your Messages app, will those messages show up under like list of all your messages, or do you have to go into the filters thing to find them?
You have to go into the filter thing to find them because the filter is turned on. What I have learned, excuse me, is I get notifications on my home lock screen, or maybe when I'm on my phone, I might get a banner up at the top that tells me I've received a message. And if it's something that if something in spam, I don't even know about it. I don't even get an alert about it. But if it's from an unknown sender, I may get a notification on my lock screen or a banner at the top. And if I tap on it, I am taken to those unknown sender folder in the filters area. And I will see what it is. And it opens up that message and I read what it is. And then I will see those buttons at the bottom, delete or mark as known. Those two show up below the messages. And I can either take that action on it or I can deal with that later. And I can go to the upper left corner where it said back button. And you heard it say back button, unknown senders, back button. And I'll go back to that folder. And then I need to go to the filter button, do a one finger double tap on it, and then select messages at the top of that pop-up list that will take me back to my regular list of conversations.
So this is Marty. So
Mm-hmm.
if conversely, if you turn that filter button off, then all the messages would be in the message list.
If you turn off unknown senders, then unknown senders are going to go to the regular conversations list. Same thing if you go into your message settings and turn off the spam filter as well. All that spam. It'll be just like it is before iOS 26. Now, I think in iOS 18, they can't remember if it was when it was introduced in 18 or 17. They did introduce an unknown senders thing. So there was sort of something like this before. I had turned it on, and quite honestly, I never noticed it really did a whole lot. This is certainly more effective. I never turned it on. It was on when I updated to iOS 26. I read an article about it. I went and looked at my settings. They were both on. I had received a couple of things, and they ended up in these filter folders, and it has just been working by default since I upgraded to iOS 26.
Okay, thanks.
So far, I've been real happy with it. Anybody else?
This is Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
Do you have to turn the spam filter on? Because I have found.
I did not. It was on when I updated.
Okay, because I'm finding spam messages in my regular.
And you've updated to iOS 26?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, go into your, you find the settings for your message. First of all, open messages and look up in that upper right corner, and you should find the filter button.
Yeah.
And you can open it up, and then at the bottom of that pop-up menu, what did I say it was called?
The spam one?
No, the very bottom one below, because that's where you'll also find your deleted items folder. But there's a button that takes you directly to the messages settings, or you can go to settings and then apps and then
I know
messages, and you get, it's the same thing. It just takes you directly to it if you go to that item at the bottom of the message filter. God, I just said the demo and I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
And you will find as you navigate through that list, they're not right next to each other for some reason. First comes unknown senders, and farther down, and it's an on-off toggle. Okay,
I've left the unknown senders off because.
Okay.
Because if when you get those codes, and I don't want to have to go searching for them.
That is correct. However, you get a notification when an unknown sender comes in, and you will get that banner, or you will get a notification on the on your home screen. So you get those. You do not get notifications when something that iOS thinks is spam. And I guess it's smart enough to look at the message, and if it sees that it's a code, it does not seem to treat those as spam. But
all right.
I've gotten a couple of things like that thing telling me I had unpaid tolls. I think it knows that's a spam, and it just sent it to spam, and it didn't bother me when it arrived.
Okay, that's reassuring, because they don't really give you a lot of time, some of those things.
Right. They're usually, you got, I don't know how long, 10 minutes, but yeah. I've never had a problem with those.
All right. I think I'll turn it on then.
Yeah. I thought mine was on by default.
I don't know if mine was or not, or if I shut it off. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. Anyhow,
this is Jody.
Anybody else? Yeah, Jody.
Yeah, I can see why that would be a real problem. If you didn't know that those things were being filtered, you might end up missing an important message from an unknown that you really wanted. So I wish it was default not on, and that you could select it.
There might have been a screen when I did the iOS 26. How you do the update and then you restart the phone restarts for you, and you go through it. It might have asked me about it. And because I had read about it through one of the articles from either Apple Insider or 9 to 5 Mac. While it was in the beta I may have read about it. I knew what it was, and I said, yes, do it. And to be honest, I don't remember. So I
Okay.
may have had to opt in.
Well, thanks for the heads up anyway.
Randy.
Okay, go ahead. Who did I hear? Randy, yeah.
Yeah. So I've noticed, like, I usually keep my messages in the regular view. I don't have the filter view going on. But when I do go in there, if I do have a message that falls into one of those other categories, I'll get like a number where it says filter. That lets me know
Okay.
that lets me know I need to go in there. And then as you flick through the different categories, it'll show you which one has the message.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one way of knowing whether or not you have a message that went in there and you didn't know about it.
Right.
Just look for the number on the filter.
In the filter, on the filter button.
Yeah, when you first go into messages, filter's always on the left side before you get to your regular messages.
Okay, I don't know what you mean by left side. You mean the filter? I have the filter button is in the upper right hand corner. Maybe there's something that alerted me. I don't recall.
Let me go in there.
Because all I had is the edit button in the upper left corner and the filter button in the upper right.
Okay. But that's before your other messages. Okay, hold on. My shut up phone. But if I flick past filter, I'm just in my regular inbox. My messages that I'm allowed to
List
come
of
in.
conversations. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't recall. I don't recall anything above them. Maybe it was there, but I don't have that now. And I had a couple since recording that demo. I had been saving those things so that I could do the demo, and I cleared that one item out of the spam folder, and I went ahead and marked those other two as known, and now they've moved into my list of conversations. And one of them I needed to act upon, and now I got to go flip through all the things in there and find it. Kind of wish I'd have left it where it was because it was easy to get to, but I marked it as known, so it's in there. It's not going anywhere.
This is Randy.
Go ahead, Randy.
I just want to, just make not confusing. When you're in your regular view of conversations, wherever your filter button is, if there are unread messages in any one of the filtered categories, usually will display a number of how many messages somewhere.
Okay, I'm not getting any number.
Okay.
I'm not getting any number. I have to go look.
Sweet. All right.
And at first I wasn't also sure about that. I got one of those things for the medical device people, and I read it and I left it alone. And then it was later on I found it. I went looking around for it, and I said, "What's this filter?" And found it and checked it out and saw this was working pretty well. And I've been, I had those things sitting in there for a couple of weeks now, waiting to prepare and do this demo. So, because I thought this was a pretty neat feature in iOS 26.
This is Innie.
Go ahead, Innie.
Maybe he's talking about with the number, the filter that is in the recent messages in the phone. When you go to the phone, you open it, and then you always see a number, and then another filter, which is I don't know what to do with that, but leaving it alone. But that's where you see a number.
Yeah, on the icon on my home screen, it says how many unread messages. It's like a little badge app icon, they call it.
What is? I thought maybe that number. It's the deleted messages. I don't know.
No.
Okay. No.
But when you do go into deleted messages, it does. I have to look again. I know it tells me on each message how many days until it's deleted.
Yeah.
But I didn't really look that much at that. That's been around for a couple of years now.
Yeah, yeah, that number is kind of new when it shows up, just before the filter. It shows this number. I think all these little things that make iOS 26 kind of annoying, like when you have these messages in the recent and you're trying to delete them, it says later, an hour, a week, blah, 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 blah. I mean, they just kind of made all these extra steps and that timer. Anyhow, it's not a,
Just tell me days. That's all.
yeah.
And I can select them. I can recover one. I can recover all. I can delete all. But that's been around, like I said, I think it's been around for 2 years now. I'm not sure. I know it was 18, may have been in 17 as well.
This is
No, I
Shazadi.
think we're talking about two different things. Okay,
I
thank you.
think so. Okay, go ahead, Shazadi.
Normally, you get the little. I do have some vision, right? So when I see messages and I see a little orange color, one or two, that's normally indicating you have something unread. And that
Correct.
could be in anything that's unread, right? So any of the apps, anything that's unread, you will see that. That's the little indication. It could be a number, but it's usually in a reddish color. So it just indicates something that's unread. I just wanted to bring that out. Thank you.
Right. That's what then when you go to your notifications for an app and it's something you can turn on, it's what's called badge app icon. And it's a little number in the upper right corner of the icon on your home screen. And when you put your finger on it, VoiceOver will read it as, male 27, or if you're a case of some people we know, many thousand of unread messages, unread items. So.
This is Greg.
Okay, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, since 26 and the filter feature, when I've gone to recently deleted, and if I have a phone number, somebody that's not in my contact list, so just a phone number shows up, and it may say you have 10 messages from this person. If I double tap on that, I don't have an option to open that to see.
No, you cannot. You have to recover it before you can
I have to
open
recover.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that different than the way it was?
No, it's been that way. Like I said, I think it's been around at least 1 year, maybe two. I want to say it came out in 17. I don't think it was earlier than that.
Okay, thank
17. You. But yes, you have to hit the upper up button in the upper corner says upper left says edit. And then you can go select an item and you just double tap it and it's selected. And then there's a button at the bottom that says recover, and it will recover the ones that you have selected.
Right,
as opposed to recover all. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, it's just frustrating that to figure out who it's from, you have to recover it, and then if it's not something you care about, then you have to go back and delete it again. And
you deleted it, which is how it got in there to begin with.
Right.
So they don't automatically go there. So at least they have never done it for me, but. Okay, anybody else, anything else, or we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. Hearing none, we're good to go for any questions then.
Linda.
Or if you think of a question on the demo, you can, of course, ask that. Go ahead, who did I hear?
Linda.
Linda, go ahead.
How do you pin your car, like you're in a huge parking lot and you can drop a pin and it'll tell you where your car is when you come out?
I think that depends on which app you're using. Anybody? Linda wants to drop a pin when she drops her car, when she leaves her car in the parking lot.
This is Greg.
Go ahead, Greg.
A handy way to do that is to put an AirTag in your car.
That's one way, yeah. But I think you can do it with, what was it? Soundscape, or one of the derivatives that have popped up since Microsoft stopped supporting that. I think you can do it in Apple Maps.
This is Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
Would the Find My app help work or no?
You have to have an AirTag in it for Find My. And then you're looking for the AirTag.
Yeah, check it. No, I guess you got to have one of those keys or something.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jody.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, years ago, I remember there was a Find My Car app. I don't know if it's still around, but that's what it was for.
Well, but can't you use, what do you use, Voice Vista or some of those soundscape?
Well, yeah, you could set a marker. Yeah, you could
drop
set a
a
marker that way too. That might take a little bit more
He's
time.
calling it a pin, but a pin is a marker. So
Yeah.
he's calling it, yeah.
You could, but that's more of a permanent thing. I mean, you could erase it.
Well,
I think Find
true.
My Car
It
might
is.
be more direct.
I think that's a feature in Apple Maps. You might go in and look around in there because it will show you. But it's got to know that's your car. You have to have, I think, told it. So AirTag's a good idea. You know, I put one in my wife's car, so in case anything happens to it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
This is Joe.
We weren't able to be more help. Go ahead, Joe.
And I think the AirTag might be the easiest because it's easy to find, and then you don't have to erase anything and just
correct. Put it in your car or any of that. Yep.
And then with the precision finding, it would be pretty easy to locate.
This is Sandhya.
Go ahead, Sandhya.
This is a follow-up or related question. How do you check the battery level of an AirTag? I know I've done it before, but I am trying to check it on my dog's collar, and it's not working. I can't figure out how to make it
go to Find My, go to your
devices.
Is it devices, and then tap on that one and open it up, and it will tell you the percentage, I believe.
No,
yeah, I don't even know if you have to open it up.
No, it does not.
It does not. Okay.
Maybe the battery's out.
Yeah, maybe the battery's out.
All right, guys, remember Q&A. I mean, announce yourself. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Sorry. Out of here.
All right. Anybody got a new question?
This is Marcia.
Go ahead, Marcia.
Are we past the 26 to 26.1 or 2 or something? Because I heard
it is 26.0.1, I believe, is the current version that's out there.
But it's still screwing everybody's iPhone up, so wait a little longer before updating. Before updating it.
I updated and it's fine.
Okay.
This is Joe.
Up to you. It's up to you. Some people want to wait till 0.1 or 0.2, but that's a personal choice.
This is Sean.
Go ahead.
On 26.0, there was a problem for some people on the lock screen. That was resolved in 26.0.1.
Correct. There was a problem.
Sorry?
Hang on. There was a problem on the initial release of iOS 26, there was a problem with some people that after a restart, they would go to their lock screen and VoiceOver would not talk. And I'm not sure what that had to do with. If it was some voices, I had Samantha going and I never had a problem. But that supposedly was addressed with the release of 26.0.1. Go ahead. Is that Joe?
Yeah. I heard yesterday on one of the YouTube guys that it was confirmation that there's going to be a 0.2.
A 0.2?
0.1.2.
Well, they'd have to come out with
before they come out.
They'd
with
have to come out with.
Yeah, and the one they have to come out with 0.1, but you know the 0. How you know that we have the 0.1?
Yeah, they may come up with a 0.2.
0.1.2 or something like that.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
They come out with. You never know.
They're not done beta testing the 0.1 yet.
Okay.
This is Annie.
Who knows? Okay.
This is Annie.
Hey, who's got a new question for us?
This is Debbie. Annie was trying to get in, but her voice sounds real far away. I don't think you heard her.
This is
Annie? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't hear you. Yes.
No, it's okay. I maybe I was speaking too softly. I wanted to say that the timer issue is just letting Marcia know it still exists with the like when you make a phone call and the timer will go off, keep telling about how many minutes, how many seconds, like 27, 38. I called them and they said they've been writing report in it. It's something with the voiceover and it's not fixed. So you just have, when you make a call, you have to go on like the keyboard, just change the focus.
Yeah.
And sometime right in the middle, it would jump again on the timer and you have to get out of it again.
Right. I have heard that. I hadn't paid that much attention to it. When I start a call, yes, I do. We'll hear it telling me how long and I just touch someplace else, an inert place on the screen and down near the bottom, one of the buttons, and it won't update. Yeah.
But it's kind of annoying, like you call in a doctor or something and you're just ready to talk and it starts saying, just a minute. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Anyway, go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I've had that issue too. And I just flicked to the right and it never did pop back into the timer.
Exactly.
So it just.
Yeah. Like Annie said, just change your focus on the screen, put voiceover focus. So I don't know why. It's kind of annoying that when you start a call, that's where it is. But I guess somebody figured that's what people want to know. Whoever did that isn't using voiceover and doesn't realize that it's going to update every minute and tell you, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I never had it go back once I moved it. So
I've been having the same thing when I do an IRA call. It's on. That's funny that it does that on the phone because it has been doing that. And I hadn't correlated that it started when iOS 26, but when I start an IRA call, it's telling me the time, and that's the first thing I have to do is move it to someplace, the focus to some inert place on the screen and I don't want to accidentally put on end call because what if I accidentally touch the screen, boop, I end the call. I don't want to do that. So put it on someplace else. But anyway, that's interesting. I hadn't put those two together. Okay, anybody else who's got another question? We still got lots of time.
Linda. Is there an app where I can track my husband and he can track me?
You can follow each other, I believe. And I think you can do it through messages. You can follow somebody or family member, share location, I think is what it's called.
This is B.
Go ahead, D.
You can also do the Live 360 app that you can track family member, the husband,
right,
whatever.
Yeah, there's several apps out there. Yeah.
This is Desi.
Go ahead, Desi.
You can track people through Find My. My cousin, when her family is driving to visit, they're set up so that they can see where their car is and
That's share location. If you do share location, that's where it shows up, is in Find My. And there's a section there, Find Family and Friends, and you can do that.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Who's got a next question? Somebody hadn't had a chance to ask a question. I'm looking at it here. We got a little bit under 20 minutes, so we got lots of time.
This is Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard two people there, so.
This is Chris, but Marcia can go.
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I'm traveling back to Florida from North Carolina on Thursday. So would I have my husband, would I have to go into Find My, into location Or would he have to do that to know where I was?
I think you have to share with him for him to know where you are, and he has to share with you for you to be able to um, see his location. So um, each one of you will share your location with the other, and then you should be able to follow where each other is.
And when you go to share location, what do you put in there? Where you are, the address you're at, or?
Well, I have seen it done through the Messages app for one. I can go to someone in there and then but it says share location and it's something that you turn on. It's an on-off switch.
Okay.
And so you would go in and find, I know I've done it through Messages. There's probably other ways to do it and turn it on. And then you will show up in their Find My.
Okay. Even if they have an Android?
No, it's iOS.
And he has an Android, so we can't do that.
He needs to get an iPhone. Then you can
know.
share. Then you can share location with each other.
Oh, he's.
I don't know. There may be a way to share with Android, but go to the Android Insight call on Monday night, and maybe you can ask them about it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But I really don't know. I only know about this iOS feature.
I'm staying with iPhone. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And then we said Chris.
Yeah, it's Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when's the Android call? Is that Monday or Wednesday?
Wednesday, third Wednesday of every month, and
Right.
lucky for you, it's this coming Wednesday.
Right. Okay, that's not my question.
Okay.
This is a mail question. Just
MAIL or MALE?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So just a regular mail app. An email came in. It was one of those distribution lists, a shopping one, just spam sort of thing. And so I just went through the regular motions of the more and block user, just the regular kind of thing. And then the next day or two, I get an email again from the same sender, and I see it in my regular mail inbox, and it says your mail blah 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 blah, and it says from blocked user, so it knows it's blocked. But I still see it. And so I checked the address again, and it's the same address. And I went under my mail stuff and I made sure it was blocked, and it is. And I'm thinking, that's all I know to do. I don't get on the web and I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff. So I don't know what my options are here.
The best thing, people ask this all the time, and I have found through my own experiences, the best thing to do is go to your mail provider's, internet access. Like I use ATT Yahoo, so I go to Yahoo, access my account, and I will find the offending email in my inbox, and I will select it. And then there's a button that says spam and mark it with spam. That way it's marked on your email provider's mail server.
Yeah.
And it will get flagged as spam when that sender sends another email, and it will not make it to your phone. When you do it on your phone, it has already passed from your mail provider to your mail application. And it's up to your mail application to process it. And obviously yours did. It marked it as blocked, but it still came through. So, and the same thing goes if you have stuff that keeps sending up in your spam folder that's not supposed to.
Yeah.
And that usually fixes it for a while. I've had them start doing it again, but.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks.
This is
Pete. Hang on. I heard somebody before Pete. Who was that?
Liz.
Okay, Liz, go ahead, and then we'll go to Pete.
One thing I would suggest, because whenever I've done the block sender, I've never received from my inbox again. I usually turn my phone off and back on again daily.
Ah, good idea.
So that it refreshes, and that usually will take care of most of those issues.
It's a good idea.
This is Chris. I've done that, and I still see them.
Okay.
That's
well. All right, let's go to Pete.
Yeah, Chris, I would also suspect that if you went to the more button and tried and went back to block sender, it would say already blocked or something to that effect. Because I find those all the time that I blocked last week and then I go to do it again more and then block sender and it's already blocked. So it says that on your app too, besides on the email address.
Mm-hmm.
Gary?
So I don't know the answer to that. It's just not working.
Makes you feel good when you do it, but it's not really doing anything. Okay,
Exactly.
go ahead, Gary.
A few years ago, I blocked someone and I had the option to send those messages to trash.
Okay.
But I don't know if I did it 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know how I did it or if that's even still there, but that option might be there to send it to trash.
I thought that in order to block someone, you had to save them to your contacts in order to block them.
Yeah, this is not this is something.
Okay, because then my wife has talked about blocking someone's phone number or calls or messages, and I think email worked the same way. She has to add it to her contacts in order to block them.
Yeah, this time this situation was from an email list.
Okay.
And I was able to block that and just send it to trash, but I don't remember how I did it. It was, as I say, 5 or 6 years ago when I did it.
This is Mary.
Go ahead, Mary.
Hi. Just on this line, the same topic. I've tried to. I get a lot of junk mail in my inbox, and I don't want to open them, so I just wind up deleting them. But is there? You might have answered this already, but is there a way that it could be blocked without opening the mail?
Well, again, it's on your mail application, so it's already been sent to your inbox by your mail provider. You can flick up or down on the message and you'll hear it say more, and more will pop up. And there's a number of options in there. And one of them is move to spam. Okay.
Yeah.
But again, that's just being processed on your mail application on your iPhone. If you it's a lot more effective, and I know it's a pain to do it. Sign into the web interface of your mail provider, find it in the inbox, select it, but don't open it. There's usually a little place for a checkbox next to it. And then there's a button up at the top or somewhere on the screen up at the top of the inbox list that will say mark as spam, move to spam, something like that. And that usually does it because it marks it on your mail provider, like I said. And when the mail comes in, the mail provider sees that you've told it that's spam, and they will move it to the spam, and it will never go to your inbox.
Okay. Thanks again.
Okay. I wish there was some magic thing you could do, but.
This is Chris.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
Just real quick. I think what
Get
Gary
in
was.
for a minute.
Go ahead. Hang on, Chris. Then we'll go to who? Go ahead, Chris.
I think what Gary was talking about, I think somewhere if you go under settings in mail and in there, if you pick that particular email address, I think somewhere in there I've seen a while ago where you could direct certain things to go to certain folders. Like if you send it maybe to, I don't remember, to junk, that's going to automatically go to trash. Or maybe there's one in there for things that are blocked to go to trash. Maybe it's in there that Gary had found that
right.
Might be what he's talking about. Yeah, maybe that's it. So. I'm done.
Gary, was that you I heard? Did you have something else? Okay, I guess not. All right. All right, new question. We still got like 10 minutes, I think. Got
Amy.
9 minutes. Amy, go ahead.
I have a question. When I turn on certain things in Safari, I just want to listen to a radio show or a podcast or something. As long as the phone is on, it's on. With some of them, when the phone turns off, the face locks, it turns off. How do I fix that so it'll stay on?
I believe there is a setting in general for picture in picture. And if you turn that on, yeah, I think it's just in the main setting of general. Picture in picture. If you're, say, watching something in Safari and you go to another app, it's going to move. There's a little square, and I think it's in the upper right corner of the screen. And yes, that means it blocks part of your screen, but it will keep that app playing. And I believe you can even lock the screen and it may keep playing.
Okay,
Try
thank you.
that. And I know, but you said if you're listening to it through Safari, I know it'll work that way in like the YouTube app. I have a podcast app though, and if I'm listening to a podcast, I can start a podcast playing and it will continue playing even with the screen locked, and it doesn't have anything to do with that picture in picture. I believe it'll do that with
Good.
the Apple Podcast app, and I use Overcast, and probably others do it too. Who else did I hear?
This is Shazadi.
Shazadi, go ahead.
Another thing that I do, so say I have 680 News that I play from Safari, and if you swipe up and it turns off, so what I do is I swipe down from the widgets and I press the play button, and then it plays, and even if then I lock the screen, it still runs, or from the lock screen I can play and then it plays. So those are two ways I have done it, then it still works.
Okay, very good.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Another question. We got time's winding down, but we can get a couple in as long as they're quick. Go ahead.
This is Paul.
Paul, go ahead.
Oh, okay. On the keypad, when you're punching in like your code to get in the phone, it's like a phone keypad. On the lower left, one of the buttons is emergency. What do you, if somebody hits that button, what actually do they get? I'm afraid to test it because when I had the issue with the emergency contacts with the
I believe that's your emergency SOS. It may call 911. I'm not sure, or if it may be something that you set up in the health app where you have your emergency contact. It calls 911, and like in my case, it will send a message to my wife because I set it up to call her. I know that once upon a time, I was someplace and without realizing it, my Apple Watch called. It did emergency, and it rang, and I don't know, they called me, and 911 had received a call from me, and I don't know, it was just there, and I answered there when they called back, and later I found out my wife had gotten a text message, so that may be what it is.
So it's basically sounds like it's the same then as if you did that 3 or 5, what is it, 5 presses on the side button.
Yeah,
or
I think so. That's another way to do it, but it's on that, I believe it's on that lock screen. It does the same thing. So that way you can unlock your phone and call a 911 without having to punch in the passcode and then execute a call or initiate a call would be the word.
This is Marcia. Are you saying if I hit the lock screen 5 times that I can get a hold of somebody?
It will call 911, not just somebody. It will call 911. But that's something you have to turn on. I believe it's in.
It's in the settings under.
Yeah, it's in settings. Okay. But it won't just call anybody, Marcia. 911. But it will send. You can in the health app. You can designate an emergency contact, and if you call 911 by pushing that button 5 times or hit the emergency button on the lock screen and it calls 911, it will send your emergency contact a text message.
I have a friend who's blind who got dizzy. He was standing waiting for a bus and he fell down and he couldn't get up and no one helped him. He was rolling around in the grass because he was so dizzy and he doesn't drink. And I thought that was I can give him this message because he has an iPhone. So thank you very much for telling me.
Okay. Anybody else? We just got a couple minutes. More quick. We got 4 minutes. We get at least one, if not two, quick questions. Who hadn't had a chance? Who's got a question they've been just dying to ask us? Don't be bashful. We're about to turn into a pumpkin here, and then you'll have to wait till next week. Because once the afterbuzz starts, there's no tech questions. All right. Well, hearing nothing, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. We got a couple things coming up on the calendar this week. Tomorrow we have the iBUG mini buzz at 5:00 p.m. Central, all time Central. Everything's in the same Zoom room. Wednesday at 7 p.m. we have Android Insight. Thursday we have Tricky Talk. Jody told us what's on. I don't remember because had too many things going on in my head when she told us.
Voyager Season 2, Episode 23 and 24.
23 and 24, Voyager Season 2. Thank you, Jody. Friday, we have the iBUG Friday Night Audio Described movie, and we will be watching and listening to The Miracle Worker, starring Academy Award winners Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke. Fantastic movie. In glorious black and white that we will not see. We have nothing going on this weekend because we're off, and we will be back next Monday night with another edition of the iBUG iBUG Monday Night Buzz Call. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.